These days you might expect to find a blacksmith in colonial Williamsburg, but we found one right here in Chicago. And his blacksmith work led him to start what's been called the most unusual canoe shop in the United States. Here's a look at a man who has become a legend in the paddling community.
What can I do for you?
Ralph Frese was just 14 years old in the 1940s when he bought a canvas-covered kayak for $15. At the time, he worked in his father's blacksmith shop.
Couldn't wait to introduce all my friends to the fun I was having with the kayak.
For Frese, paddling in kayaks and canoes became a way of life and a livelihood. He turned the blacksmith shop at Irving Park in Narragansett into a base for boat building, restoring, and replicating.
It struck me calling it the Chicagoland Canoe Base would cover all the bases, all the activities that we were involved in. Every day brings new surprises.
Frese has been building canoes at the store for so long that across the country he's known as Mr. Canoe. He's designed his own tandem canoe, the Old Town Canadienne. He's created replicas of birch bark canoes for historical movies and television shows, and he founded the nation's second oldest canoe race, the 50-year-old Des Plaines River Canoe Marathon. As a nod to Frese's contributions to the paddle sport community, the state named a section of the Chicago River the Ralph Frese Canoe Trail. But now, Frese says, it's time to retire.
I've got those 7 canoe molds for the Canadienne. And this technique of building a canoe that photographs like a real birch bark. I've got all that to pass on to somebody. I'm not going to disappear. I'll still be around as a consultant.
But it's been tough finding someone with as much dedication to take over the shop. Frese says he's worried his business won't stay afloat if no one steps up.
Now you think someone out there would be interested in a niche market like that. Otherwise, call in the junk man.
Frese says he's willing to sell the whole shop for $50,000. He says he'll keep looking for a buyer, but if there's still no interest, he'll have a blowout sale this summer and trash the rest. Of course, after nearly 7 decades of work, Frese says he doesn't feel right about that.
It hurts.
In his retirement, Frese wants to finish reading the books he owns about paddle sports. But it'll be a lot of work. His collection of thousands fills bookshelves covering 3 walls. For more information on Mr. Canoe and his legendary shop, visit ChicagolandCanoeBase.com.